Hello and welcome back to the channel for yet another Alliance War. This is war number 2 of Season 45, and in this war, Loki is taking on LVT, and I will be bringing in Red Magneto, Shuri, and Rintrah. I am recording this from my hotel, so please pardon any production issues that may arise. I'm going to be on Path 4 in Section 1, jump over to Path 2 in Section 2, and then I've got one mini-boss. So, first fight up here is going to be this Zemo. Again, and I'm going to be using Red Magneto. This node's got running on fumes, heal block, steady build up fury, and while they're down 2. So, kind of my plan going into this fight was I was going to use Red Magneto, like I said, and I was going to counter his heavies with my heavy and counter his special ones with my heavy to build up prowess. Was fighting these fights in this war when I was at work. So there's people around, it wasn't kind of the best environment to do it, but it's when I could get it done while traveling. And, going into the fight, I just didn't feel that comfortable. I threw on a power start 1 because I want to get to a special 3 fast. But, you can see here, even early on, he's not wanting to throw heavies. And I just, like I said, just didn't feel comfortable with it. So I kind of changed my mind and was like, okay, well, I'm doing enough damage on my regular hits. I'll just do regular hits. If I can get him to throw a heavy, I'll counter it. And here you can see he's not wanting to throw specials. He's being really, really passive. And I'm baiting his special 1s out. It's taking, 10 seconds, 15 seconds to throw special 1s. I'm already up to almost a special 3. There we go. We finally got an opening to counter 1 heavy. Got to, get a special 1 out here. Just didn't really feel comfortable with the spacing, even after practicing on countering the special 1. So, we're just going to bait out another special 1. We're going to drop our special 3 if he will throw a special 1. And you can see here, this was just a lot of baiting special 1s. He finally throws it, and I toss my special 3, only with, I think, 1 prowess up, so it's not going to do much. The mutant boosts that I threw on were kind of a waste because of that. Did decent damage. He shrugs off the bleed, of course. But we're just going to go back to hitting him now. Getting the 5k medium crits or a light crits is pretty nice. So, I'm just going to bait special 1s and go that route. Doing well, only down 3% my health. Accidentally there, going too early. Finally getting, him to throw another heavy so I can counter it. And we're going to try and get another special 1 out of him. And then we're just going to throw this, and then we're going to throw a special 2 here in just a second to finish it off. Just a slow fight. It did get hit that 1 time, running into the special. So I'm going to have to use a little heal boost there to top off before my next fight. Wasn't the worst fight that I've ever had, but wasn't the greatest either. So the next fight up is going to be, using Magneto again, going to be against Doom. Long distance relationship, heal block to buff, debuff, so, and then insult to injury, so, I'm going to have trouble parrying them if I get any debuffs on me. So really this fight is where I'm going to try and parry heavy, but I'm not going to hold the heavy to get multiple prowess build up on me. I am throwing on an invuln boost, hoping that it'll last this fight and my next fight with Shuri, and possibly the 3rd fight if they all go quick. So there we go. It didn't get the parry right off the bat, but the unstoppable saves me there a little bit. And going well enough. This is an Ascended Doom. The first fight was an Ascended Zemo. And this fight I'm just going to throw special 1s. Just let the bleeds work. Bait his special 1s. Just trying to take it safe. This is against LVT. Thought at the time it was going to be a close war. At the time, it was a close war. So, just going to play this as safe as possible. Excuse me. So, just kind of go with my plan. Very heavy, special 1. You know, just whatever we can do to kind of keep this as safe as we can. Keep him from getting, you know, a lot of power from Mystic Dispersion. And, you know, rinse, repeat. Just kind of keep it going. Trying to dex out of the, you know, the special ones as much as possible so I don't get hit. You know, he does get his aura a couple times that I don't recognize, so I try and do things like right there and throw a heavy. Fortunately, the indestructible, the involved boost that I put on beforehand saved me there for the last time. And, you know, not really worried too much on this fight, but you can see once again, if you look at the time, it's just slow. You know, and that's not a big issue in this war. You know, we're not going to come down to you know, needing a tiebreaker because of time, unfortunately. But if we would, these type of fights are always what bothers me. So, you know, just a, like I said, just a slow fight. You know, nothing really that crucial in it. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up a little bit. You can see here, you know, just really just baiting specials a little bit more. If we get another special one off, you know, I do lose a little bit of health. I get hit a couple times, but, you know, like I said, it wasn't anything I was really worried about. The only thing was, you know, speed. Unfortunately, a little slow, and there we go. He's finished off. Now I'm trying to rush through. You know, I put on that 3-minute invulnerability boost, hoping that it would last, you know, Doom, and then maybe one, you know, at least Shuri, and then maybe one other. But as you're going to see here, you know, I'm running out of time. Game's not responding real well. I'm running not on Wi-Fi. I'm on 5G. So, you know, just not going smooth. I've taken this Domino fight before, died to it before because I didn't have the invulnerability boost on. Check my boost here, and it just expires. So, okay. Well, you know, I died to this in my only death last season. I'm not doing it again. So we're going to go ahead and throw on the unvault boost just for this fight against Domino. So, you know, if you're playing along at home, that is one 3-minute boost on the first, one 3-minute boost on the second fight, and one 3-minute boost on the third fight. We'll see if we need one for the fourth fight. But, you know, playing here is, unlike the last time I fought this and died, is bait her special ones. You know, I want to bait early just in case I need to, you know, I just don't want to take any risk. I want to be safe. My fights have already been slow enough as is. What's another fight going to, you know, a minute and a half, whatever it's going to take. So there we go. You know, she is throwing her specials fairly quick. I'm being as safe as I can around her lucky. So, you know, I'm going to try and bait the special one. I do get a couple more hits in there. And then I look at where she's at health-wise, and I think, well, maybe I can go ahead and push the special too. You know, she's ticking down pretty quick. You know, she gets her lucky there and gets an evade. I get lucky there. I went for a hit and, you know, got lucky with her evade that she didn't counter it. But, you know, able to clear that fight out. Just another slow one. And then we can move on to the last fight of the war. So this is going to be one of the shared mini fights, whatever you want to consider it. You know, on this node, he has got drip feed, placebo, resistance is futile, personal space regen. Really, to me, this is a typical Rintrah versus Galan fight. I'm going to throw on my fourth 3-minute boost. This is a power start 1. What I like to do when I fight Galan, especially when he's got a lot of health, is, you know, I want to get that initial parry off so I can get my neutralize up. There we go. And then I'll do a combo into a special 1. You know, that builds my charges up, gets him back against a wall. You can see him at 19 now. You know, that way, in case he throws a special, I've got a special lock up, and I'm not going to take a lot of damage. Do toss off a special 2 there. I want to do that before getting to a special 3. I did get hit with a little bit of the incinerate there on that, which is unfortunate. But here we go. So another parry. And now I've got plenty of energy to play with. I can hit into him and build up a bunch of ruptures on him. He throws off a special 1. I'm still in good shape, blows 2 bars. And we're hoping for a big crit. And we don't get it, but we do get an 80k. Look like their damage on that. So, and, you know, Was hoping to get another special 2 with him rooted. I did get up to 3 bars, so I'm just going to hit into him, build up some ruptures, let him take the damage that way. He's going to throw a special 1, no damage there since I was still rooted at the end. 5-hit combo, finished him off. I don't know if I needed the striker or not, but threw it anyway just to be safe. And that finished up, you know, me for this war. At the time that this was recorded, excuse me, we were down 1 death to 0. You know, doing pretty well. You know, it did end up being a little bit more one-sided. You know, it got down near the end, and we just had some you know, not typical deaths from some folks. So, you know, looking at my stats so far for this season, we are 8 kills, 0 death. We were 1-0 going into this. We're going to be 1-1 after this. Champions used, I've used Magneto twice, Omega Sentinel twice, Rintrah twice, Angela and Shuri both 1 time, and you can see the champions that I fought down there. So that's going to wrap up this war on the 4 Loki side. What I did do, and I did it on the last one, is I've got in here my war fights from my mini alliance. I'm not going to do a whole lot of commentating on these, but I figured I'd go ahead and put them in there because some people asked. I'm on path 6. Excuse me. And, you know, I'm going to go with Domino, Ultron, and Hulk, I think, in this war. And, you know, this is just a typical Attuma fight. I am not worried about the deja vu prowess in the node. You know, I'm just going to try and get up to a special 2 with Domino, toss it, finish it off. I'm only using Domino for this fight. So, you know, don't need to worry about healing her. Don't need to worry about the chip damage you get from Attuma. You know, I'm at a special 2 now. I should be able to toss this off, hoping it finishes him off. And there we go, finishes him off. And we can move forward ahead to the next fight. So let's go ahead and do that. The next fight on the path is going to be Ultron versus Storm Pyramid X. Really, once again, just aggression prowess is really the only big thing on this node. At least using Ultron, I'm not going to be removing their prowess, so that part of the node is, you know, kind of moot. So, just really playing here, get to a special 3, drop a special 3, and then come out of the special 3 and throw a heavy, and just let my D-gens do the damage to it. Going according to plan so far, no major issues. Very comfortable fighting Storm X, you know, fighter in Alliance Quest, fighter in War, you know, whatever it is. So here's the special 3. It does decent damage. Going to come out. She's going to be stunned. I'm going to go in with a medium and then a heavy, and we'll get the D-gens on her to finish her off. And there we go. So now we're going to move ahead, you know, in this one up into section 2. And this fight here is going to be against Sauron. We'll go ahead and get it started. You know, you can check the nodes later if you want to. But I do throw on an invuln boost on this one just because he's going to go unstoppable. And while I'm comfortable evading his specials, I am a little bit concerned with Ultron's evade because sometimes it throws my timing off. And, you know, I'm glad I threw on the indestructible boost. As comfortable as I was doing that, I completely missed the dex. So 8 the whole first one. And there we go. Got the dex on the second one. Not a big problem. This is Ultron's last fight in the war. So I'm really trying to get up to a special 3 and then, you know, throw it, you know, remove his power, get the heavy in there, let my D-gen kind of tick him down again. So another special 3. I'm going to try and fast forward. I threw the special. There we go. So there we go. My D-gen's sticking him down. I miss another dex. I get a little bit of D-gen on me. Get a nice little intercept there into a striker. And then, you know, going to try and bait another special out. But then I see he's at 20%. We get the finally get the special out of him. And then we're going to do, I think, 5 hit into a special. Yep. And there we go. Finishes that one off. Oops, didn't mean to zoom in there. Let's go ahead now and zoom back out. Next fight up is going to be Hulk versus Absorbing Man. Pretty typical Hulk versus Abs Man fight. You know, not a big issue here. it is just a matter of letting Hulk smash. And just going to fast forward here a little bit. And, you know, want to get him out of his form. I want to counter with a heavy. So there you go. He's out of his form. Didn't realize how many Furies I had already built up. So wasn't really prepared for him to be stunned there. And, you know, we're just going to go ahead and just keep pounding away. Do throw a special 2 there, even though he's in his form. Doesn't do a whole lot. But wanted to kind of recycle the Furies and use it. I didn't want to go up to a special 3 yet. So now we've got him to where he's going to go into his magma form when he throws a special. And there we go. So he's now in his magma form. Spacing wasn't quite right for me to heavy again. So I just figure I'm going to hit into him. It's going to do enough damage without having to worry about his form. Okay, we get him there. And there we go. We get it deactivated this time. Now I'm going to push up to a special 3. It's going to put me into my Fury mode. Bait the special, back off. Now we're going to throw the special 3. And we'll fast forward to the special 3. And, you know, it's going to be all well and good from here. Hulk just smashes. And there we go. So now the last fight up is going to be an America Chavez on kind of a pain in the butt node. You know, didn't realize how much I'm going to drop a couple heals, but this is Ebb and Flow Knockdown, right back at it, Aggression Prowess. And of course, she is a Sugar Pill Defender. So I'm not going to be able to keep my debuffs on there to keep, you know, my, you know, since I'm a decay attacker, to keep from her being able to go unstoppable. So, you know, just kind of a little bit of a pain, and didn't play it as well as I probably could have. But I figured Hulk was going to smash. And in this fight, Chavez has her heavy mode up. And you can see there, you know, wasn't quite ready for her to go unstoppable right at the beginning. And, you know, she goes again. You know, fortunately, I can get the withers up to keep her, you know, out of her forms. And, you know, it's going to go well enough. I'm not too worried about the Ebb and Flow Knockdown yet. I'm going to get to a special 3. And then I want to throw it right before the special 3. That right there, I really thought I had timing to do that. I'm not sure what happened. But, you know, we're going to toss off the special 3 here. And, you know, we're still doing okay. You know, health-wise now, we're back in the game. You know, we're going to bait the special 1. And now, of course, she goes unstoppable. You know, it doesn't fail. You know, so now I've lost a good portion of that, of all my Furies and all that. But, you know, we're still doing okay. Okay, I'm going to bait this special 1 out. I think I'm going to use my striker here so that I can get a heavy off. There we go. Bait another special 1. Come back in. We're going to toss a special 2. Oh, thought I was going to throw the special 2 there. Okay. God, I guess I went up to a special 3. You know, here's a heavy. Trying to bait a special 1. Excuse me again. Another heavy. Tried to go in there to counter the heavy and was too late. So trying to get another special 1. Another heavy. Another heavy. Like I said, she had her heavy throwing mode up. There we go. Finally gets the special 1. Almost late there on another heavy. Finally get a special 3 off. You can see we're down pretty low in health, but Hulk smashes and able to get through that fight clean with no deaths, at least. And that ended that war up for me there. So a little bit of bonus footage for you if you want to watch. Hope you enjoyed it. And, you know, like I said, you know, really the main thing here is, you know, looking at my stats for so far for Loki, and that's how we're going to end this one. So thank you all. I appreciate any likes that you may give. Please subscribe. It does help the channel grow, and we will see you in the next one.